Hi. Yesterday we worked with an equation and graphing the equation. We have done this before. We have looked at equations for lines and we have seen y is equal to mx plus b, where m is a slope and y and b is the y-intercept. So now what we want to do is we want to continue solving a system of equations. Yesterday that we saw where the graph crosses, where they cross is a solution to the system. The x value and the y value would be the x and the y value for both of those, and they would make that true. Today, what we want to do is solve a system algebraically using substitution. So let's get to it. Your Google Doc follows along with the document I have right here, and so if you want to use that, you can. The solving the system by substitution. There are 5 steps here, and they're at the very top of your page. And you can write those out. You can keep them in your book, whatever you would like to do. You're going to pick one of the equations and solve it for y or x. It doesn't matter which one, but you just need to pick one variable. Substitute that value for y into the next equation, into the other equation that's there. Okay? So when you do this, the second equation now should only have one variable. What we're going to do now, simplify the equation, substitute the value of x into the first or second equation, and then solve for y and write out your solution as an ordered pair. So let's get going with this. When we start it, I think it will be much easier. Okay? Right here, I have y is equal to 3x. So I know exactly what y is equal to, and I don't have to solve it. So the first step, right here, pick one equation and solve it for y or x. It is already solved. So what I'm going to do then, my next step says that I need to substitute the y is equal to into the second equation. I know that y is equal to 3x, so right here, instead of y, I'm going to put 3x. I have x plus, instead of y, 3x is equal to negative 32. So I took the first equation, it is solved for y. I put that value for y, 3x, into the next equation, and this is what I have. Now, I'm going to combine like terms. 1x plus 3x is 4x, is equal to negative 32. When I divide both sides by 4, I have x is equal to negative 8. If x is equal to negative 8, I can put it back in here, either one of these, and see what y is equal to. If I put it into the first one, y is equal to 3 times x is negative 8. So y is equal to negative 24. I could put it into this one if I wanted to. It doesn't matter. Okay? X, which is, I have x plus y is equal to negative 32. We said that x is negative 8 plus y is equal to negative 32. When we add 8 to both sides, I have y is equal to negative 24. So it doesn't matter which of these equations I put it into, I can see that y is equal to negative 24 when x is equal to negative 8. So the last step says that I write my solution as an ordered pair, negative 8, negative 24. And that is the answer, the solution to this system of equations. if I put -8 in for x and -24 in for y, it is true. It will be true in both of these equations. Excuse me. I would like for you to do this second one down here, okay? I'm going to start it for you. I know right here that y is equal to 2x plus 7, so I can put it down here into this one, 2x plus 7. So to begin with, I would say 2x plus 7 is equal to, instead of y, I put 2x plus 7, x minus 1. And now all I need to do, and I'm going to leave the rest up to you, is you go ahead and solve this for x and then tell me what y is, just like we did in the previous example. So you may be asking, well, what if it's not that easy? What if I do have to solve one of these for a variable? Okay, I could choose one of these, it doesn't matter which, and solve it for either x or for y. I'm going to choose this one because I already have one y. So if I add 2x to both sides, I'm going to have y is equal to positive 2x minus 3. So all I did was add 2x to both sides. That left me one y on the left side, and I have now a positive 2x minus 3. I know that y is equal to 2x minus 3. I'm going to put it in here for y. I'm going to put it in the opposite equation, and I'm going to substitute 2x minus 3 for y. So down here, I have 3 instead of y, 2x minus 3. And now I'm just going to finish the equation. Plus 4x is equal to 11. Now I have an equation right here, and the only variable that it has is x. I'm going to solve this just like we've been solving these for months. I'm going to distribute the 3. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. I have a positive 4x, and it's equal to 11. I'm going to combine like terms. 4x and 6x is 10x. I have a minus 9 is equal to 11. I'm going to add 9 to both sides. 10x is equal to 20. All right? So that tells me when I divide both sides by 10 that x is equal to 2. Now, I know the x value, and this is a solution to this system. I need to know the y value. So now I can put it back in here, back in this one up here, and tell what y is. Y is equal to 2 times x, the 2, minus 3. Y is equal to 2 times 2 is 4, minus 3. Y is equal to 1. So I have an x value of 2 and a y value of 1. And that is the solution to this system. If I put the value of 2 for x and 1 for y, it would make this true. If I put them into this equation, it would make this true. So that is how to solve a system by substitution. Now down here in the very last one, I'm going to ask you to do 2 problems for homework tonight. This one right here and this one right here. And I need to see your work. If you want to do it on another sheet of paper, that is fine. Okay, there's also an additional Khan Academy video on here in case you need that. I'm going to start this one for you. Neither one of these are an x is equal to or a y is equal to. But this one right here, I have 1x. If I subtract 3y from both sides, I have x is equal to negative 3y minus 7. Now I can put negative 3y minus 7 back in here for x and solve that, right? Remember, I will be available if you need anything today. Good luck, and I will talk with you soon.